Hello, guys, and I am here for some awesome game day bingo action. This should be a lot of fun as we get on after it in this game with a minor jackpot of $177, 52 balls or less. We got that major prize sitting at $1,000, 48 balls or less, and then that lovely mega jackpot, $49,685, sitting at 49 balls or less. Should be a blast as we will be giving out a ton of jackpot prizes hopefully today, as we've been able to give out 24 jackpots over the last 7 days and 432 jackpots in the last 6 months of last year, season 16. We've only had 5 jackpots so far go out in this season 17, but really great stuff here as we get on after just 3 seconds before we are in this upcoming game. But jackpot winners, I got to highlight Monday through Wednesday, as our first jackpot to go out on Monday went out to Yep. Over the halftime wreck, Yep took home $4,510 in that great win. Congratulations to you, Yep. We then saw Kenny B1 over at the Baxter's Bar and Grill take home an awesome prize afterwards, as they took home $3,550. Congratulations to you, Kenny B1. We now move on to the Tuesday jackpot winners, as our first jackpot to go out on Tuesday went out to Else over at Clay's, as Else took home $6,347. Congratulations to you, Else. We then saw 6'9" T-Bird over at the Lookout Bar and Grill take home our second and final jackpot of Tuesday, $909. Great job to our winners on that New Year's Eve. As we gave out some great prizes on New Year's Day, giving out 5 different jackpot prizes on New Year's Day, as $885 went out first to Jeff over at the Big Boar Barbecue. Congratulations to you, Jeff. Our second jackpot of the new year went out to Southside over at O-Town Tavern, taking home $7,404. Congratulations to Southside. We then had Tadza over at the Harding's Bar and Grill take home $5,970 in a great win. As Tron, I'm a big fan of the Tron movies, so good to see you out there getting a win. As over at Cam's, Tron was able to take home $2,500 in a fun match of Pilot Payday. And the final jackpot of the new year of New Year's Day went out to Hyde's over at Brian's Bar and Grill. Hyde's took home $3,447. That was 9 different jackpots going out over the last 3 days. Hyde's, Tron, Tadza, Southside, Jeff, 6'9" T-Bird, Else, Kenny B1, and Yep, all taking home lovely wins there in our awesome little holiday break, as we now get after it here for some awesome action, as we'll get back to live broadcast schedule, as I'm here live with you guys all the way till 1 o'clock. As we'll be playing this game for a lovely must-go prize, $14.40. We'll be hitting a Lucky Player's iPad very soon, as we'll see who can end up taking home this prize as we get after it. And there it is. Player over at Newt's takes home an awesome prize over in Rochester. Congratulations to you, Player, taking home that awesome win in this great game of Game Day Bingo. A great win for you as we now get enrolled into this next game. Minor Jackpot will be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we continue to grow our prizes getting enrolled into this next matchup. As we get enrolled into this next matchup, I would like to let you guys know some awesome social media pages, as our Facebook page is really the hub of all things Pilot Games, and you can do us a favor by showing some love on our Facebook page by giving it a like and follow. Just search up Pilot Games and look for our logo. By doing that, you'll be able to stay updated with weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more. You can also check out the website link on that Facebook page, which connects you to our link tree, which has all the info you need, including a bar locations tab that opens up a map that shows you all the pinned locations where you can play Pilot Games. Our other social media links connect you to our Twitter as well as Instagram, and even more there as well. It's really just the hub of all things Pilot Games, so we hope to see you guys out there leaving comments, letting us know what you're thinking about the New Year games, as we've made some big changes to those E-Tab games, and so we'd love to hear what you guys are thinking of them. I think they are an improvement on our games, and we're bringing some great bingo to you guys live with those awesome action. It's definitely a great time there as we get after it in this awesome game right here. As we get after it in this game, just 30 seconds to get enrolled, I would like to let you guys know on the complete live bingo schedule, as we play a lot of fun bingo throughout our day, as we get Game Day Bingo starting off our day from 12 to 1 p.m. every noon matchup. It's a lot of fun as we'll be working on this minor, major, and mega prize for these next 12 games. I'll be announcing all 12 of the winners throughout these matchups from 12 to 1 p.m. At 1 o'clock, we will then switch on over to a little Lucky 4 bingo action. That game of Lucky 4 bingo has the largest jackpot prize available today, as you have a shot at $85,706 in that game. It is a great opportunity. You will not want to miss out. I mean, not normally do you get a shot at 85 grand, and you'll get that at 1 o'clock today. From 1 all the way till 4, you'll continue to play more game day bingo opportunities, once again working on whatever prizes I'm not able to give out during this awesome lunchtime. At 4 o'clock, you will then play another matchup of Lucky 4 Bingo. That will be your final matchup of Lucky 4 Bingo today, and your final shot at $85,000 if it didn't go out at 1 o'clock. That will hop you back into Game Day Bingo action, which I will be back here live playing through those games from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. as we'll be trying to give out that minor, major, and mega jackpot. I know I am ecstatic to see who can end up taking those prizes home from 4 to 6. I love a little happy hour Game Day Bingo, 23 matchups that I'll be live for. And I'll end off with a 6 p.m. shake-up game, Pilot Payday, as we only play Pilot Payday 3 times a week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 p.m. It is a great opportunity for you guys to take home a $2,500 must-go prize on just a 10-cent card. It is a great opportunity. We saw Tron over at Cam's take home that awesome prize just yesterday. So we hope to see some great prize winners on this awesome January 2nd. As I'll lead you into more Game Day Bingo that will finish off your night running from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. Should be a great time, however you like to play your bingo. It's definitely a great time there. From noon all the way till 10 p.m. Live bingo action every single day. We do have 42 balls dropped in this matchup as we got players 6 balls away with Mike, Sizzy, Lucky, Rosie, all getting after it right here. We'll see if anybody can take home our awesome prize in this game. And as we continue to work through this game, I would like to... Actually, after we give out this prize, I would like to hop into our national days, as we have some really fun national days to be able to highlight for today. But since we are waiting for that great prize, I won't get into it just yet, as we got players 3 balls away. Gina, Cheryl, KT, LMNOP, all leading the charge as they wait to see who could get the lucky 3 balls to fall in this matchup, as it looks like we'll be probably getting over 60 balls dropped in this game, meaning that we'll be giving out $19.80 on a must-go prize. Who will get that must-go prize, we'll see in these next few balls to come across our screen, as I-23 is the lucky ball to fall, as Coke Lady over at the Roadhouse 169 North Mankato is taking home that awesome prize. Good job to you in this awesome win. I have no idea what that name is going for. And if it's going for something inappropriate, I'm missing it as well. But good job to you on that awesome win, taking home $19. As we now get enrolled into our game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. Game 3 includes a minor jackpot at 56 balls or less, $227 there. As we highlight the first national day I'll be highlighting today, and it's National Cream Puff Day. National Cream Puff Day on January 2nd is for dessert and pastry lovers alike, to celebrate the delicious French creation all day long. Originating in France, cream puffs are also known as profiteroles. That's the best I got. Profiteroles. As well as other names as well. Cream puffs are a French dessert pastry filled with whipped cream, pastry cream, ice cream, or custard. They may be served plain or can be decorated with chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, or dusted with powdered sugar. Borrowed from the French, the word profiterole has existed in English since 1604. The cream puff has been found on United States restaurant menus around 1851. To prepare cream puffs, a pastry chef pipes a coax paste through a pastry bag, or dropped with a pair of spoons into a small ball into a small ball into a pan, when then baked to form hollowed puffs. After cooling, the cream puffs are injected with a filling using a pastry bag and narrow piping lining the piping tip, or by slicing off the top and filling the puff, then reassembling. It's a delicious one to be able to highlight. I love a good cream puff to highlight on today. I am, in particular, like the ice cream stuffed cream puff. I think that is just a delicious rendition of the cream puff. But I think there's lots of good ways to enjoy it. A little bit of whipped cream with some chocolate sauce on it is also a delicacy in itself as well. I do also have to say I prefer when it's not cut in half and filled with the icing, but when it's almost pumped with the icing, that seems to be the way to go. It's a tasty one to highlight on today, as we enjoy the cream puff on today. Hopefully you guys can enjoy that delicious dessert. It's definitely a fun one to be able to highlight, a tasty one that you can enjoy for a dessert. At a few places, I don't know if where you're at serves a cream puff, but you can find it at your local baker probably. As we move on to our next national day, it's National Buffet Day. National Buffet Day recognizes a popular dining destination for Americans. The buffet restaurant offers a variety of selections, making it possible for every member of the family to find what they want to eat. It's definitely a fun one to be able to highlight. A buffet system serves several food choices in a central location. Patrons easily view and select the food and serve themselves. Buffets are used for feeding large groups of individuals at one time. Frequently, hotels, restaurants, and conventions offer buffets as a convenient way to provide services to their customers and hosting events. Nevertheless, buffet lines work well in a home setting too. Initially, during the middle of the 16th century, the buffet table comes from Brandsvinborg, a Swedish schnapps table. The custom peaked during the early 18th century and then developed into a more modern buffet around the beginning of the 19th century. During the expansion of railroads throughout Europe, the smorgasbord buffet increased in popularity. We do have a winner here, just one ball away from taking home that minor jackpot. We're giving out $24.20 to Mike W. over at the Briel's Den. Congratulations to you, Mike W., in this amazing game of Game Day Bingo. We should have a lot of fun as we get enrolled into this next game, minor jackpot, clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. I know I am ecstatic to see if anybody could take this amazing prize home as we continue to grow and roll these prizes into this upcoming game. You got just about 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled into this upcoming game. We should have a lot of fun as we get after it. But actually, just have a funny story from buffet, as on New Year's Eve, me and Jordy actually ended up eating at a buffet, as she had never been to a Golden Corral. She had been begging for me to take her to a Golden Corral for the last few months, about 6 months actually. She's been trying to get me to take her to a Golden Corral. I had been kind of resistant on the idea, as I love a good Golden Corral every once in a while. It's a great buffet eat. You can find everything under the sun at a Golden Corral, and you get to just eat as much as you can. If I'm feeling really, really hungry, I mean, it is a great place to be, but it's not necessarily the highest of quality food. And also, I had never eaten at our local Golden Corral, which I feel like if anybody eats at Golden Corrals regularly, you know that the quality of your Golden Corral changes drastically wherever you're at. So I've had some really good experiences at Golden Corral. I've also had some really poor experiences after Golden Corral, as it really matters on where you're at and what quality your Golden Corral is. And so we finally, our Golden Corral where we live at is always packed full of people. So we're kind of like, okay, it's got to be at least a decent Golden Corral. But I just knew that Jordy wasn't going to enjoy it. I tried to convince her multiple times that it's not what you're building it up to be in your head. It's gonna be very disappointing from when you get there. But finally, we were driving around everywhere, getting stuff ready for our New Year's Eve party, and we decided, okay, after going through a drive-through and being like, oh shoot, this drive-thru is closed for New Year's Eve. Where are we gonna eat? And the Golden Corral just next door was open, and so it was like, okay, finally, we'll eat the Golden Corral. Let's see how this goes down. So we end up going in and trying the Golden Corral out. Ends up being, I thought, was a decent experience, but for Jordy, she may have eaten 2 bites off of her plate. She absolutely despised the food. It was a horrible experience, and she was happy to get it off of her mind to realize what kind of experience it was. But that's kind of the rule of a buffet. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. A buffet is, very hit or miss serving style, but when it's going good, it's really, really good. I especially enjoy Asian cuisine in a buffet style. I think that is a delicious rendition to be able to enjoy in buffet, being able to go through the lines, get your different rices, get your different proteins. I think that's probably my favorite way to get a buffet. But the classic Golden Corral is not too shabby either if you're feeling really hungry. I think it's fun no matter what. We got a nice dessert. I made myself a good chocolate vanilla swirl ice cream cone to end off the meal, and I left a happy camper. Jordy, not as much so. But happy National Buffet Day. This is to highlight the buffet and the benefits of a buffet, as you can eat to your heart's content normally, and so it's a great one to be able to highlight. As we continue to move through these national days, we are moving through this game as well. We gave out that must-go prize in that last matchup at 57 balls. So maybe we can do it once again and give out a minor jackpot this time, as it can go out at 58 balls or less, $270 here. We also have a not-too-shabby must-go prize sitting at $30.40, as we got players right now 4 balls away. We'll see if they can get those lucky 4 balls to fall, as we've clicked past that mega and major prize and have a sole focus on the minor or must-go prize. Can they take it home? They're in line still to be able to get this win right here, but you need lucky balls to fall over these next few drops, as here's your final shot at 58 balls. Doesn't look like it's going out. As we move on to the must-go prize, we'll have $30.40 hitting a lucky player's iPad, as that player is... Dang, I didn't time it up right, but we should be seeing it flash across our screen. Sarah over at the Municipal Liquor Store List Center is the one to get the lucky ball to fall at 63 balls, $30.40 going out to you, Sarah, in this awesome game of Game Day Bingo. This was a game number 4 of our 12 matchups of Lunchtime Game Day Bingo, as that minor jackpot will be clicking up to 60 balls or less for our game number 5. Should be a lot of fun, as that cash will continue to grow and roll into this game. I wouldn't be shocked if it's over $300. And there you have it, $310 already built up on that minor jackpot, as I am ecstatic to get after this one. And as we get after this one, I would like to highlight our next national day. National Personal Trainer Awareness Day. National Personal Trainer Awareness Day starts the year on January 2nd with a day to appreciate the professionals who help us keep our resolutions one step at a time. With getting in shape as one of the biggest resolutions each new year, personal trainers know they will be in high demand. Their jobs are not only to motivate us, but also to make sure we learn how to work our bodies safely. Injuries due to misuse of equipment or not properly warming up our muscles keeps us from keeping our resolutions, just as much as lack of motivation. Personal trainers design customized programs for their clients. The plan should fit their current physical fitness goals. They will teach correct techniques with the equipment and tools available. Additionally, personal trainers encourage, motivate, and help to hold you accountable for your physical fitness. They help you learn how to track your goals and guide you to your next step of your physical fitness. All along the way, they will challenge you to make sure you continue to use proper form to prevent injury while also aiming towards your best health. Give a shout out to your personal trainer on today, as we definitely want to highlight them on Personal Trainer Awareness Day. I've grown up around a lot of personal training kind of minds throughout my life, as my dad very, very early in his life, when he just got out of college, was a personal trainer. I think that was a job he did while he was also playing collegiate football, and did it as he continued a little bit post football. Moved on from being a personal trainer since then. He is no longer one, but the knowledge still stuck with him, and so being able to learn how to work out from him, and he's inspired. Now my brother works at a gym, as well as my sister's a personal trainer. I actually, as one of my Christmas gifts that I got from my sister, as I ended up getting she got me a little bit of a band workout system, and she is creating me a workout program to be able to use those bands at a high level, achieve my fitness goals heading into this year. And so I'm excited to see what she all breaks down for me, as she's currently a personal trainer, up with some of the best in the know things, as she works down there in Miami with a lot of high level athletes. And so I'm excited to see what kind of workouts I get out of this little workout regimen that she's going to be giving to me in the next few weeks. But I'm excited to see how it all goes down. Personal trainers do so much for your physical and your physical health, as well as the consistency of your physical health, which I think they're just great workout partners to be able to aid you in achieving whatever your goal may be. So happy National Personal Trainer Awareness Day. If you have a personal trainer, give them a shout out. Let them know that you appreciate them as you head into the 2025. And if you don't have a personal trainer, maybe look at the options of what a personal trainer could aid you in, as well as what it looks like for you to have your own personal trainer. We are at 50 balls dropped in this game number 5. We'll be seeing if anybody can take home our must-go prize of, not must-go, our minor jackpot of $320, as it sits at 60 balls or less. We got many players still in line to be able to take it home, as we'll wait and see. Can Patty Cakes end up getting the win here? They just need one lucky ball to fall. As we wait and see, we're getting really close to 60 balls dropped in this matchup. One more ball to try and give this one out. Does it hit a lucky player's iPad? No. Wow, I really thought that was going out, but one ball away, we have a split win, as Brianna over at the Riverside Store and Tavern and Rainbow Dash over at the Chanticleer Pizza Coon Rapids are splitting up $39.90 in that must-go win. It definitely shocked me that they ended up splitting that win, as I thought that minor jackpot was for sure going to go out. But what you going to do when you're just one ball away? That's get enrolled into the next game, as we have that prize now sitting at $371, and it's continuing to grow as you guys get enrolled into this matchup. 62 balls or less. If we're not able to give it out in this game number 6, I don't know what we're doing. So get after it. 1 minute and 30 seconds to do so. And as you do so, I have the final national day to highlight, National Science Fiction Day. National Science Fiction Day promotes the celebration of science fiction as a genre, its creators, history, and various media too. On January 2nd, annually, millions of science fiction fans across the United States read and watch their favorite in science fiction. The day of the celebration commemorates the birth of the famed science fiction writer Isaac Asimov, the American author and Boston University professor of biochemistry. Isaac Asimov was born in Isaac Udovik Asimov in January 2nd, 1920. He is best known for his works of science fiction and his popular science books. Considered to be a master of hard science fiction, Asimov, along with Robert A. Heinlein and Arthur C. Clarke, were considered one of the big three science fiction writers during his lifetime. Many regard the Foundation series as Asimov's most outstanding piece. His other major series are the Galactic Empire series and the Robot series. But there's so many science fiction things you can highlight, like Star Trek Next Generation, The X-Files, Battlestar Galactica, Doctor Who, and maybe even The Twilight Zone is one of your favorite science fiction works. It's definitely a great one to highlight here on today, as it's definitely fun to be able to give a shout out to. I'm a big fan of the science fiction genre. You got the Alien versus Predator movies, a science fiction type works. Back to the Future, that's science fiction as well. The Matrix, another great science fiction work. I am a big fan of this whole genre of movies. I think it makes for a lot of fun and creates a really, really cool movie atmosphere. Dune have been a popular franchise that's just been coming out as they continue to grow in popularity. The first two movies have done really well, and now they even have a TV series that's coming out for Dune as well. Very popular science fiction. But the genre of science fiction falls into many different categories, from horror to adventure to comedies. There's so many different avenues that you can explore the science fiction genre. You're bound to find at least one or a few that can really enjoy, and especially as it feels like we're getting closer and closer to these crazy science concepts, kind of like a Terminator robot that tries to take over the world. You know, we got AI that's all over the place. AI is a very popular movie genre right now to make movies on. I think I've seen at least 3 or 4 of them just come across my screen on whatever streaming site I'm looking through. And so a very popular series that have come out in the science fiction. My personal favorite science fiction series has to go to Star Wars. I've always been a Star Wars fan on all levels. It's been one of my favorite series. I enjoy the movie series, the shows, everything. Especially as a kid, I just consumed so much Star Wars media. I always had the Star Wars action figures all growing up. I was just the biggest fan you could see. There's probably 85 to 90% of my Halloweens, I dressed up as a Star Wars character, and so it's fun to be able to highlight that on today, National Science Fiction Day, as I'll probably be putting on at least one of the Star Wars movies to celebrate National Science Fiction Day. But you guys can also enjoy other days like National Personal Trainer Awareness Day, National Buffet Day, and National Cream Puff Day on this awesome national celebration. As this Game 6 does see some winners here, as Babs over the Riverboat Depot, Lucky Rosie over at VFW Spring Lake Park, they're splitting up $391.52 in this great win, winning in exactly 62 balls. Congratulations. You guys will be now working on a double must-go prize in this upcoming game. Should be a lot of fun as you guys try and take home this fantastic win. As I'll be taking a break as you guys get enrolled into this next matchup. As you guys get after in this next game, I'll be waiting to announce the winners from the 2 games I missed, but enjoy. Hello, guys, and I am here for some more game day bingo action. This should continue to be a lot of fun as we get after it in this game. As we get after it in this matchup, we should be trying to give out some great prizes like a 56 ball or less minor jackpot sitting at $93. We also have an awesome major prize sitting at $1,000 at 48 balls or less. And then we got that mega jackpot at $49,000 at 49 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as I highlight the winners from the few games that I ended up missing out on. I missed out on 2 matchups. The first game I missed was a double must-go game where $88.20 got split up between JBW over at HR Pesties and Linda AC over at Tootsie's. Each of them took home $44.10 in that fantastic win. Congratulations to both. As we then saw a singular winner in that following game, as $22.70 went out to the fantastic player RTT over at the Flintstone Lounge. Congratulations to you, RTT, in that awesome game. Way to finish it up. As we get after it here, we got 14 balls away for some of our great players. And as we get after it, I would like to talk a bit about our Minnesota Vikings, who are currently 14-2. As we were able to set up a crazy opportunity for us to end the year, as we will have a final week showdown in Detroit this Sunday for both the NFC North title and the first round bye plus home field advantage package that comes with the best record in the conference, finishing 7-1 at US Bank Stadium, where the Blitzfield defense has fed well off the defending crowd. The deafening crowd, I should say. In that game that we set up that matchup in, we won against the Green Bay Packers 27-25, where Sam Darnold had a career game as he had a personal best 377 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Vikings hung on to beat the Packers. It was a great performance by Darnold, who has been having many great performances, and due to those great performances, has become a Pro Bowler. I am so excited. I'm so happy to see that Sam Darnold got his praises by getting himself a Pro Bowl invite. I do think that's a big moment for him, as he's just been a very, very good player throughout his entire throughout this entire season, and gets what he deserves, being a Pro Bowl caliber player. I totally think that is a really, really big thing. Also, other big news, as there is a slight majority of NFL execs that believe that Sam Darnold will return to the Minnesota Vikings. I think that's an awesome thing to hear. I think he's played fantastic for us, and if we can end up signing him to a nice contract, I think he could end up being our quarterback for at least the next couple years while we figure out what's going to happen with J.J. McCarthy or the up-and-coming guys. We do have P. Coke over at the Roadhouse 169 in North Mankato, taking home our must-go prize in this game. Congratulations to you. Taking home $20 in this awesome matchup. We'll now be getting enrolled into this next game, minor jackpot, clicking up from 56 to now 58 balls or less. This should be a fun game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. We only have 3 more games to try and give out this minor jackpot, so make sure you get enrolled. But big win for our Vikings and Sam Darnold, and I am ecstatic for the Sunday night matchup, Vikings versus Lions at 7:20 p.m. This should be a super, super fun game, and I'm ecstatic to see how it ends up going down. You guys can send some luck out to our Minnesota Vikings by playing the great ETAB game, Vikings Victory. You can pick a letter in the Skull bonus round to see if you can send them some great jackpot win, some great luck as you take home some great jackpot wins in that awesome matchup. As we get after in this matchup right here, you guys are actually earning points towards the Game Day Bingo standings, as the Game Day Bingo standings just got revamped as of yesterday. So if you want to be the new #1 player in the Game Day Bingo standings, here is your shot. Play a bunch of Game Day Bingo and work your way up the standings. But currently, I'll be waiting as we get a lot more players in those standings, a lot more shakeups in the standings. I'll be highlighting at least till the end of this week the winners from season 16, as we gave out a bunch of great prizes this past season, and over the last 6 months, these were the top Game Day Bingo players. Starting off in 10th place, we got 6'9" T-Bird over at the Lookout Bar and Grill with 103,000 Game Day Bingo points. With 106,000 game day bingo points in ninth place, we got Mike over at American Legion Brooklyn Center. Eighth place is Jer Bear over the B&B Sports Bar and Grill with 109,000 points. As Fast Eddie over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor sits in seventh with 116,000 points. With 119,000 points in sixth place, we got Yags 370 over the Sidetrack. As fifth place is Viddy over at the Municipal Liquor Store Akeley with 130,000 points. With 133,000 points in fourth place, we got Maggie over at the Heartland University. As third place is Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville with 202,000 points. Finishing the season off with 219,000 points in second place, we got Mimi over at the L&M Bar as our number one game day bingo player, the four-time game day bingo champion. It is Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with 448,000 game day bingo points. Great job to you, Call Me Jen, and all of those awesome players earning so many points throughout this season. Now on to the location standings. 10th place, we got the Old Piper in Blaine, finishing the season just outside the 200,000 point club with 199,000 points. With 211,000 points in 9th place, we got Danny's Dugout with, in that spot. Ahead of them in 8th place, we got Lookout Bar and Grill with 215,000 points, as the Sidetrack finds themselves in 7th with 256,000 points. With 272,000 points in 6th place, we got the Riverboat Depot, as our 5th place location is VFW Spring Lake Park with 301,000 points. With 315,000 points in 4th place, we have Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville, as our 3rd place location is the L&M Bar with 322,000 points. With 350,000 points in 2nd place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. But helping that location is Call Me Jen, and our number one location is none other the place they play at, JR Mac, as they sit with 540,000 game day bingo points this season. A fantastic season standings there. Congratulations to JR Mac, our number one location, and Call Me Jen over at JR Mac, our number one player. That is a duo that has been inseparable for the last few seasons as the number one spot in game day bingo. Has been fantastic to watch. We do have players right now one ball away in this game. We'll see if anybody can take home our awesome prize in this matchup, as we have 66 balls dropped in this game, as there it is. Daddy over at the Bleachers in Maplewood is taking home $26.40 in this game number 10. Congratulations to you in this amazing matchup of Game Day Bingo, as we now get enrolled into a game number 11. In this game 11, that minor jackpot will be clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. I know I'm excited to see if we can give out that minor jackpot at 60 balls or less. I hope you guys are as well, as you just got 1 minute and 40, maybe 35 seconds to get enrolled into this game, as that prize continues to grow as we get enrolled into this matchup. But if you don't want to play this game of Game Day Bingo, check out our e-tabs. We have over 70 different shareable e-tab games that you can play anytime, and win huge prizes up to $1,500. These games have small bets ranging from 50 cents to $5, with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those matchups. We would love for you to check them out. My e-tab spotlight of today will be Buku Bucks. Head to the woods in search of big bucks, play beer pong at deer camp, and test your shooting skills in this amazing hunting-themed e-tab game. It's definitely a lot of fun there, where you can try and take home some big bucks. That's play on the word, as I talk about the deer as well as good cash money. Definitely a lot of fun there. E-tabs are a blast to be able to play, and you should check out all your different options and let us know what your favorite revamped e-tab game is, because there was a big change up heading into this new year, and we'd love to know what the favorite e-tab game is this year, as there has been so many ginormous shakeups. As we have a lot of fun right here, I would like to move off of our ETAP games as you guys play some Wild Theme Game Day Bingo and talk about our Minnesota Wild, who are having a pretty good season so far and are coming off a great victory where they were able to beat the Nashville Predators 5-3 on Marco Rossi's 2 goals and assists, which led to that amazing win. Matt Zuccarello, Jonas Broden, and Declan Chris Holmes also scored for Minnesota, which won its 3rd time in 4 games. Joel Eriksson Ek had 2 assists, and Philip Gustafsson made a season-best 43 saves and added an assist. Minnesota lost another key player to injury. Leading scorer Kirill Kaprizov missed his 3rd game with a lower body injury, and captain Jared Spurgeon left early in the 2nd period Tuesday with a lower body injury. Getting these guys back will be huge for this team to be able to continue on the successful season that we've had, as we are currently in 2nd place in the Central Division, 5 points behind the Winnipeg Jets. Hopefully, we can continue to close that gap as we hope to get Kirill back healthy once again. Kirill is on IR now, so we don't know when he's going to be getting back, but I do hope to see him back and better than ever sooner than later. His estimated return date is January 7th, which is after our next game, which is happening tonight at 6 p.m. Our game is going to be going against the Washington Capitals, who they're having a pretty good season of their own, and due to that are the favorites in the matchup according to betting stats. They're favored by 1.5 goals. But I think we can we can close that gap just a little bit, as Joel Eriksson Ek will hopefully be back and getting after it as he has been over the last few games, and hopefully be what he's been for us all season long, and that's been helping us win consistently, as we had to see him. Our team really struggle without him out on the ice, and him being back is huge. Well, you could send some luck to our Minnesota Wild as they take on those Capitals tonight at 6 p.m. by playing the great ETAB game. Let's go Wild. You can even check out the Slapshot bonus round to see if you can score yourself one of those amazing jackpot prizes. It's definitely a lot of fun there. As we are coming to a close of this game right here, we'll see if anybody can take home this fantastic prize as we work on this fun matchup. We got 2 balls away for some of these great players. As you guys get after it here, well, after we highlight our great winner, I would like to highlight the awesome movies that have been released throughout today in movie history. But before I do that, let's highlight Peacock over at the Roadhouse 169, taking home our must-go prize. That must-go prize is $34.70. Congratulations to you in this amazing matchup. As we now get enrolled into this next game with that minor jackpot, clicking up from 60 to now 62 balls or less. If we can't give it out at 62 balls or less, what are we doing? So let's see if we can get it done as we get after it right here. As we get after right here, I would like to highlight some great movies that were released on today. As, let's see if I can find... Okay, there it is. We got a little bit. Okay. On today in movie history, there has not been a lot of movies to come out on today in movie history. So, we'll be moving on from that. I was hoping there was going to be a little bit more. But if you guys want to be more involved in Pilot Games, we'd love to see player pictures. You can see some of these player pictures right here next to me. They're awesome, and we love them. And so if you are playing some Pilot Games, having a good time, winning a jackpot prize. You got that jackpot message on your screen. You want to hold it up and give us a smiling face. You can also take photos of you just having fun with your friends or your favorite bartender. whatever it may be, send in those player photos and directly share them to us by messaging us on Facebook. Post them on any of your social medias with the hashtag PilotGames. We'll be able to find them that way as well. Or email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. Anyway, it's a lot of fun to see you guys out there enjoying those matchups. And player pictures is the #1 way for us to be able to celebrate with you guys. As we get after it right here, I do have another Minnesota sports team to talk about, and that's our Timberwolves, who are finally feeling like they're getting their feet underneath them, as they are now 17-15, even though they ended up losing in their last matchup. They had won 3 games before that. In a game against the Thunder, they ended up losing 113-105, where Anthony Edwards was able to lead the team in points with 20 points on the day. Naz Reid led with rebounds, having 8 rebounds, and Julius Randle was the leader in assists with 6 assists. Not necessarily what we wanted to see. We shot a higher field goal percentage, higher 3-point percentage, but the turnover battle was won by Oklahoma City, as we had 24 turnovers. They had 12 turnovers, and that was ultimately what decided the matchup there. So, limit those turnovers down, hopefully get ourselves back into some really good play, as that was a fun matchup versus the Thunder, but just didn't necessarily go our way. As we have a matchup for our Timberwolves happening tonight at 6:30 p.m. We're going to be taking on the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics are the favorites by 4.5 points, according to ESPN Bet, but I think we have a better shot than that to be able to get the win. Hopefully we can limit down Jason Tatum, who's been having a fantastic career, averaging 28 points per game and 9 rebounds, along with 5 assists. We need to see Anthony Edwards step up his scoring, as the last few games he's been really limited by the opposing defense. As we know, he can score a lot of points and score them in a hurry. I expect that to happen in this upcoming matchup. Well, we do have another sports theme E-Tab game that I would like to highlight, not after our Timberwolves, but after our Minnesota Twins. That E-Tab game is called TwinsWin. You could check it out wherever you play Pilot Games at, and even try out the great options to be able to take home some home run derby prizes. It's definitely a lot of fun there. A Grand Slam jackpot is also a great option. As we finish up this game right here, I would like to go over a quick player spotlight. Our player spotlight of today and all week has been CLB over at American Legion Buffalo. Over at American Legion Buffalo, they support a fantastic charity. But before I talk about it, CLB took home $74,560. I mean, that was a huge mega jackpot that they took home. But American Legion Buffalo, they support the American Legion Post 270 Buffalo. Their mission is to enhance the well-being of Americans' veterans, their families, our military, and our community by their devotion to mutual helpfulness. A great mission statement right there, as we got Big T over at Neptune's Bar taking home our minor jackpot of $243. And no matter what, if you're taking home a minor jackpot must-go prize, or you're just one of those players getting through these games, you guys are supporting local charities that really, really help out your community. And that's why we say at the end of every single one of these broadcasts, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins. I hope you guys have a great day.